Hey folks, Matt Lumen here with another horror film review. Before we get to that though, I'd like to give a shout out to someone who made an awesome comment on one of my videos. And her name is Amy, and she made a comment on the Equilibrium review that I did, which is a sci-fi starring Christian Bale. She wrote, "The visuals and costumes make me feel as if the world they inhabit is very cold, and their sleek and pleather-like garb doesn't provide warmth, which translates the chill of emotional emptiness the film portrays." I thought that was very insightful, more articulate than I got, and I just liked it, so that was a good quote. Or that was a good comment. All right, thanks a lot, Amy. Shout out. So today we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite films, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Awesome movie. Really, really cool flick. Came out in 1992, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. If you don't know him, come on. And also the cinematography was done by Michael Ballhaus, and the cinematography is a big deal in this movie, so we'll get to that in a little bit. As far as the cast goes, we got Gary Oldman as Dracula, Sir Anthony Hopkins as Van Helsing. We got Winona Ryder as Mina. Carrie Elways is also in the flick. Sadie Frost is in there. Tom Waits does an awesome turn as Renfield. And then we got Keanu Reeves, who's on record as saying that he doesn't really like his performance in that movie because I guess he was just completely exhausted from doing some other films before that. But yeah, his stuff is pretty good. "We can be married in Paris when I return from London." Just watch it. It's great. But anyways, back to the film. What's really, really cool about this movie, I think the biggest draw about it is that it has no special effects in terms of computer generated or any kind of post-production. It's all on set, in film, special effects. So all costumes, all the makeup, everything. There's just scenes in this movie that are super trippy, like people walking up and down stairs where things are going the other direction. There's scenes where walls are coming in really slow and you don't even really notice it until you just kind of start feeling like this, it's claustrophobic and everything. There's a really great scene where Keanu Reeves' character Jonathan Harker arrives there, and Dracula has his coach come and pick him up to take him to the castle. And the camera shot is behind the coach's shoulder, and you see his arm just extend, and you follow his arm, and it just keeps going and going and going, and picks up Keanu Reeves by the shoulder and just lifts him off his feet and puts him into the back of the carriage. And it's all one shot, all practical, just really well done. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, how did they do that? And it's cool. I just love it that it's all practical. Francis Ford Coppola insisted on that, so that was a big thing. The only scenes that have any kind of CGI or anything that's in post-production are the little blue flames that line the path to Dracula's castle. Coach is going on that, and you can see the little blue flames. That's the only computer-generated stuff, which is really great. They even brought in some magicians to help film some scenes where, like, some of Dracula's brides are coming up out of the bed, and it just looks really weird. All this stuff is happening. All these like weird colors are bouncing off each other, and drapes and other materials are like fluttering in certain directions. It just looks really freaking creepy and off-putting. It's awesome. It's really cool. Let's see what else. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes with this movie, as far as Gary Oldman doing certain things to get into character. Also, a lot of the costumes that he wore, because he transforms into different creatures of the night, denizens of the night, in this movie. And there's a few that were really hard to wear. He got allergic reactions to them, but he persevered and pushed through, and just came out with an amazing performance. It's so good. I'm every time when I had cable years ago, if that movie was on, I just planted myself. Doesn't matter where in the movie it was at, I'm watching it. It's so damn good. And yeah, so the cinematography is also great in this, because there's shots where the camera's like breaking into things and like hitting a scene really quick, and then zipping out and going into like outside where it shows like some blood being sprayed onto like a bush outside because a monster is doing something. It's just really, really awesome the way the camera follows, and it jerks really quick, and then it'll stay kind of calm and then speed up. Really, really neat stuff. And I believe this movie alone saved Francis Ford Coppola's movie production company. So that's just awesome. And it did really well at the box office. I think over the weekend it grossed 30 million, or maybe that was just the U.S. take. I'm not sure, but that was a good haul for 1992. So yeah, this also came out the same year, or came out the year after Terminator 2, I believe, which was super heavy on the special effects computer wise, which is awesome. But I just love the fact that right after that you got a movie that's just as cool, has just as many interesting special effects, but they're all practical. Love it. Love everything about it. So, all right, my name is Matt Lumen. You need to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula, if you want. If not, that's cool too. Whatever. Watch Twilight. I don't care. Anyways, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and make a comment if you want to give me an idea for a movie you want me to review, or if you have thoughts, comments, you want to get into a debate about whether this is a good movie or not or something. I don't have time for that. Just kidding. The debate. But I'll always answer comments, and I love discussing movies and stuff. So get at me, and I'll get at you back. And until next time, Bram Stoker's Dracula, horror. Everything is awesome about horror. Continue watching horror and sci-fi, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.